Is anybody still here? It's been a while. Alright, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Bye! I'm just kidding. I recognize it's been a hot minute since I posted here. I don't even think anybody is going to see this video. I'm pretty sure my channel is completely dead in the water. I think the last time I filmed a video was in July, like mid-July, which is crazy because it's October. Anyways, we're gonna be making some chicken noodle soup. Not chicken noodle soup, it's tofu instead of chicken. You can probably use chicken all you want, I don't really care. This isn't my recipe. I'll leave the actual recipe that I'm following linked down below. So for this, there's actually been a little bit of prep work that has been done. I've already prepared the tofu. The directions for the tofu are just to press it, or actually in my case, just take it out of the package because I buy pressed tofu already. Then cut it into little cubes, put it on a greased baking sheet, and just put it in the oven at 350 for like 20 to 30 minutes. So it comes out looking like this. See that? Then next what we're gonna do is we are going to take our vegetables and we're gonna wash them. Something I have not done yet, which I probably should have done in preparation. So this needs a cup of celery, a cup of carrots, and a cup of onions. They're all gonna be diced. We'll do that next. After they've been given a good wash, take them over to the chopping block and, you know, give them a nice chop. So it's been a nice probably 10 or so minutes. As you can see here, we have our vegetables prepped. Now what we're gonna do is actually start like building the soup. This is going great so far. So I'm back at the stove. I know you can't really see it, but worry not. During my hiatus, I actually picked up this little guy. So hopefully I'm gonna test it out and be able to get some footage. This is the handheld cam now. Say hi. Basically, while I'm back there, I'm gonna be doing two things. Number one, getting the stock ready. I'm gonna be using the not chicken bouillon cubes. These are a game changer when it comes to meat-free cooking, or even just cooking in general. They taste really good. I know they've been around for a while, but I kind of live in the middle of nowhere, so food takes like years to get to me. The second thing that I'm gonna do back there is I'm heating some olive oil. Alright, so while everything's heating up, now would be a good time to chat about, you know, life, where I've been, what I've been doing. Oh god. Oh, I started school again, which has been exciting, but also not very exciting. Here's the thing, I was really pumped for online only school. I'm not really the biggest fan of going to class anyways. I find that most of the time I'm in class, I'm just kind of like not paying attention at all. So I was really excited to be able to work at my own pace. And I still am excited to be working on my own pace for school, but I feel like I'm not getting the most bang for my buck. In the sense that I'm still paying full price tuition, but I feel like I'm just watching YouTube videos and writing summaries on the YouTube videos that I'm watching. Like I'm not actually learning anything right now. Or not that I'm not learning anything, but I'm not learning anything that I wouldn't be able to learn on my own. Classes were supposed to start in the spring, but that has been canceled, so now I'm online for the entire year. Oh, I should probably add these now. Alright, so those are all over there in the pot. They're gonna steam for like 5 to 7 minutes. I'll stir them occasionally. Anyways, back to what I was saying, the more important part of the video, my life. So last year I took a gap year, and so I missed the transition to online schooling that everybody else went through last year. So I'm kind of going through that transition like all by myself. Learning Zoom has been like honestly one of the hardest things for me. Like I've messed up so many times. I'm taking a class called Small Group Communication. It's just as awful as it sounds. And so usually during class I like to eat a snack, and that day I chose baby carrots and hummus. I unmuted myself to like answer a question, and I forgot to mute myself again. I was probably eating them for like 5 minutes or so before I realized that I wasn't muted. Nobody said anything, but I just kind of realized that everybody probably heard me. I don't know, it was probably like an ASMR, but like way worse because literally nobody asked for it. Another time somebody asked me to share my screen with them and my mind just drew to a blank, and I still don't know how to share my screen. They said it's a button. It's not a button. I don't see the button to share my screen. It's definitely been a journey. I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit more. We're 7 weeks into the semester, which is actually another crazy thing, which is I have midterms this week. Like, not only did I start school, I'm halfway through the semester and I just like have forgotten to post here. I'm sorry, I guess. I don't really know. So these are coming along nice back here, in case you're wondering. Yeah, that's been all. I'm doing well in school, surprisingly. Like, I think I still have all A's. Like, I'm in upper division classes now, technically. You know, I'm kind of understanding why they're upper division. Like, these classes are a lot harder, and mixed with the fact that I'm teaching myself, essentially, in most of my classes, it's just been hard. All right, so our veggies are... they're translucent, they're sweated. Next we're gonna go in and we're gonna add our garlic and spices and just really quickly stir those around, and then we'll add in our vegetable stock. All right, next what we're gonna do is just bring that to a boil and then add everything else and cook it and then eat it. Speaking of everything else, let's just name it off here so I don't have to worry about it or forget it in the future. 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast, 8 ounces of brown rice elbows. We're gonna go ahead and let that cook for about 15 minutes or so. But before we go and we cut to me eating it and trying it and saying it's good or bad or whatever, I do wanna talk about another, probably one of the biggest reasons why I haven't really been posting, aside from a couple of personal things that I've mentioned in previous videos. A big driver has really been just feeling constantly defeated by the algorithm, in the sense of I've been posting here off and on for the last like 2 years. It's been actually over 2 years now, which is fun, and I still think that making videos now is just as fun as the first time I made it 2 years ago. There's been one element that's really been missing from my channel, and that is growth. And I don't think that I'm like entitled to it, but it's just like a question that I get asked a lot on here is like, why don't you have more subscribers? And like, to be completely honest, I don't know. I made like a vision board for 2020 and I was like, this year I want to reach monetization, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I'm about a quarter of the way there on both of those. And I was like, if I really try hard and consistently like pour my heart into making content and whatever else, I can do it. For a while, especially towards the beginning of the year, like I was making videos consistently and I was spending a lot of time and I was still just feeling so defeated. Oh gosh, I knew I was rambling when I like filmed this, but the reason that I bring up the vision board is because like goals, at least a lot of my goals are results oriented, I guess. For example, like if I want to get all A's, I study more. Or, you know, if you want to get the dream job, you beef up your resume, you go to school, you do whatever you need to do. And with this goal in particular, you know, I don't know if it's so much effort oriented. I don't know how to try harder. I don't know how to do something better to get a better outcome. Any growth or progress that I've made here has been independent of whatever effort I'm putting into it, and just basically whatever the algorithm allows me to have, I guess, if that makes any sense. When I think of pouring, you know, 20, 30, sometimes even 40 hours into a video concept, not this one will probably take like 1 hour max. And especially for these past couple months, you know, with my time being somewhat stretched with school and everything, you know, I think of kind of like the feelings afterwards of just disappointment, honestly. And I'm like, yeah, it's not even worth it, so I just won't even film. It's frustrating watching my channel grow, but then looking on the back-end analytics and seeing that nobody who's subscribed to me is seeing my videos. It's not even showing up in their subscription feeds, and like that's also something that's really frustrating. I think that moving forward, I should probably just take a couple steps back and focus on having fun, and if nobody sees it, then nobody sees it. At least I had fun making it in the first place. I have a bunch of ideas for videos that I want to make in the future. It's just, again, coming to terms with the fact that yes, I'm probably going to spend a lot of time making them, and nobody's probably going to see them like at all. I guess that's being a dead horse. I think algorithms and stuff aside, I still like making videos. I still think it's fun. When you're looking at it from a numbers perspective, which I think that's also something that I got into the unfortunate habit of doing, it doesn't really make sense in terms of the time that I put into it compared to, I guess, output. Again, I'm trying to teach myself that there doesn't have to be a number associated to anything that you enjoy doing. If you enjoy doing it, just like do it. I'll be back here soon enough. I just need to start getting inspired again. And yeah, that's kind of all that I really gotta say on that. I think, I don't know, we probably have like 5 more minutes of soup cooking and then we'll get to enjoy some soup. All right, talk to you then. Okay, well, this video went downhill really fast. Here's my bowl of soup. I must have lost the clip of me, like, eating it, so I'll just say it was a fantastic recipe, and I highly recommend that you make it, and, alright. Please don't unsubscribe. Hopefully it gets better from here.